It is 10:08 a.m. and it's been a while since I've made a video. I have been looking at the markets almost every single day, but I have been considering the idea of doing longer term stuff that isn't intraday. But I did have a trade here and this one did work out and it's still working too. And I had my best sell. It looks like my best sell was actually at 17.6 and it is as high as the 18s. It got to the 19s actually, so. Yeah, this thing was a bull flag. Not the best chart to look at, but I do like how it had all of its volume right now, so it isn't something that has like a lot of bag holders. And I bought it because it looked like a bull flag setup. If you take a look, it was just eventually breaking past this subtrending trend line and it started to sell off. And it was able to find a bottom at 16, and I was interested in it, especially when it was looking like it was going to break above this little channel, which was 16.8. I was actually considering the idea of buying when it was in the 16.2s, with the thing in mind that maybe if it breaks under 16, I'll sell immediately, and if it continues the uptrend, well, that'll be great. I did buy when it actually broke above the level, right here at 10:05 at 16.73. I was in it when it was looking super strong, and it was ideally going to break out of it. I don't remember if I bought as soon as it broke above it or right when it looked like it was going to. I think it was right when it was going to because it seems like it might have been kind of hard to get a fill right at the breakout level as it was happening, especially since this was below 16.8. I did sell this in pieces because it just kind of worried me where maybe it does this bull flag, it kind of pops off, and then it just gets a whole bunch of people who are shorting this squeeze, and then some people buy it, and then they just dump it. I've seen that happen a lot, and this was also my first trade in a while, so I just sold on to this uptrend pretty quickly. I sold 100 shares. Yeah, multiple times in the same minute. I sold some at 17.33, which was right here. I sold some at 17.4. I sold some at 17.6. And then I sold the last amount this minute right here at 17.51. And if I were to have maybe have used the trend line, maybe something like this, right? Maybe I would have sold into this break, maybe around here in the 18s, and I would have, excuse me, I would have had a better sell, but I don't mind it too much. I can continue the option some more. I was just in it for that bull flag setup, and yeah, it actually scared me. I forgot I moved money from this account to another account, so when I saw my balances, I was like, holy crap, what did I do wrong? Did I like short this? Like, what happened? But no, what I did was move money out of my account so that I would have exactly $1,000. So I'm actually up $3.64, which isn't much because it is a tiny position that I took, even though it was 500 shares just because of the fact that it's a cheap stock. And I thought worst case scenario, it would drop, maybe break 16 and head to 14. I'm going to have to check and see if I traded according to a $20 risk level, but no, I did make money on this. It just doesn't look like it because I moved the money out of the account. Seems like a roughly 4.5% on average trade right here. And yeah, it's just taken a while for me to consider setups to trade long term. I haven't really done that much research. This is all I have for right now. I'll keep looking at it, but I don't know if I'm going to trade anything else today. It is 10:10 p.m. and I'm here to call it off. Overall, I am going to be up on a day $3.64. What I like more is a percent gain trading TTOO, and that was the bull flag setup. I didn't trade anything else, although I am in a new position, a longer term position. And just to go over a TTOO, it did get as high as 22, and the only thing I would have done differently was using a trend line that would have allowed me to have sold in the 18s like I went over in the last recording. Otherwise, I think I was pretty happy with the trade and everything like that. It did play out nicely, and just to go over my balances, $3.64 because I moved money, so I would have exactly 1,000. So this is the amount I made from this trade. I didn't, I didn't lose all that money in a bad trade or something like that. And I do have a new position, and let me switch accounts to my swing trader accounts. Yeah, I am up just $1.66. It's not very much, but I am short Target just because of the fact that they did something with their store. They went woke and now they're getting boycotted. And this one might not work too nicely because of the fact that I could be a bit late to it. I did like how it was breaking below this, multi level support, this very important support level of this 130, I guess this 138-ish level. I was watching it a few days ago when it was trading around this point, and I didn't know if it was going to actually break under it or not, but now that it actually did break under it, I did short just two shares, just thinking that worst case scenario, it turns around and it gets to like 144. So I'm trading with a $20 risk level, and maybe I'll up it and maybe do something like a $50 risk level since this is like a longer term position, or maybe even something larger than that, instead of just a regular day trade. And I did short this at 103, which was right here. I shorted it because I was interested in shorting it while it was downtrending, but then I saw like an inverse head and shoulders, the shoulder head shoulder, and then once it looks like it wasn't able to break above the neckline, I did short, and that was at 134.67. And yeah, it's down more from my position, but I'll be honest, this thing could easily just try to reverse the next few days. Totally possible. But I do like how it is downtrending and it broke this multi-level support level, which makes it pretty bearish. And I would have considered shorting, but I didn't really have the funds ready to short this when I was interested in it. This thing also like is bigger than Target and the backlash, and this one sold off pretty nicely. I was watching it right around here. I liked how the news came out and then it sold off, but then it bounced and it was like a lower high compared to these two levels, and it just really downtrended since. I also consider the idea of options, but I think I'm just gonna consider doing stocks for now. Maybe if I see more success and I get more comfortable, I might try doing options because that could bring larger returns, but of course I could lose a lot more. That's it for today. Just that one trade with TTOO and position that I'm planning to be short with Target for a while. That's what I want to do with that. I don't want anybody to be copying my ideas here because I could be totally wrong. But yeah, this is me trying to be transparent, and yeah, that's it for today.